And welcome to my YouTube channel, Pwnsalot here, and today I'm going to show you a breakdown of most of my equip sets that I've been working on with dark matter augmentation and so on and so forth. Some of the stuff on this sheet is not dark matter augmentation, but you get the idea. I'm putting together a list of all of the equip sets for the main jobs that I play, and I'm trying to capture all of the augmentation that I've been putting the effort into making on all of the sets. So let's start from left to right here. We're looking at this set here. This is my Herculean set. Essentially every job that can wear Herculean gets to wear 4 of the 5 Herculean pieces in the dampening tam head, and you focus accuracy and quad attack for a multiple hit TP set. So this is what I've come up with so far. This took a lot of time to build, but there is quite a bit of really juicy quad attacks on this set, so I'm very excited about this set. But it can get improved. I need to bump up the accuracy on some of these, but it's really not a priority because it's pretty lit right now. And a lot of these quad attack pieces, I've got other pieces that I swap out that don't have quad attack, but they have store DP and accuracy, higher values of accuracy, so that's important. I didn't include that on this list because I was getting a little extensive on the list here, so I just broke it down to just mostly dark matter augs. Okay, so then we'll move down to the Beastmaster set. Now this is not dark matter augs necessarily, not all of them anyway, but for the most part, what we've got here is pet focus, and we're essentially trying to ramp up the damage that Tegmenta Buffet does. So 5/5 Valorous set with nothing but pet augs on it is pretty awesome. I like it. I've worked on this set for a while too, but this is what I've come up with, and I've kind of stopped working on it at this point, so I'll leave it like this for now. But really nice. Crit and double attack on all these. Accuracy on everything. Really nice. Can do that high level content. Okay, so here's a set that I'm working on right now that I'm not... It's a back burner set. This is a funsy set. I would actually benefit mostly from this set if I had an ultimate weapon for Red Mage, but I don't. Essentially what you would want to do is build a high accuracy multi-hit set for Red Mage. Because if you can do that and you have like an Almas, then you're good to go. Or a really good Colada, but mostly an Almas. You're going to want an Almas for a Red Mage melee set. Anyway, I only have 2 Chronic pieces that have melee augs on them, and I'm aware that this is a block +7. I thought that was really cool, but obviously Red Mage is going to dual wield swords, so that's not going to help so much. I'll probably re-augment this, but for now it looks really cool being a +7 successful block chance. But yeah, I'm obviously missing some Chronic melee pieces, but again, it's back burner. I'm working on other Chronic pieces right now, which I haven't been able to put on this list because I haven't made them yet. I'm looking for the refresh Chronic pieces right now. That's very important for me. I want the refresh Chronic pieces, and I want magic accuracy Chronic pieces. Let's move over to the side here, right here. This is my current magic accuracy set. Now, this is almost best in slot that you'll ever make in this game, up to this date anyway. But what you have here is you've got the head and the body Red Mage pieces with magic accuracy in mind. This is for your enfeebling set, mostly like your sleeps and your blinds and your paralysis and slows and stuff. Well, the sleep you're going to want intelligence instead of mind, but you really want magic accuracy more than the stat bonus, so I just focus mind and magic accuracy, because who really cares about sleep in most cases? Not me. But I do have a couple of pieces of gear that have magic accuracy and intelligence. It's just not as incredible as these. So I do have some Chronics with intelligence and magic accuracy for the sleeps, but for the most part, mind and magic accuracy. So you got your 2 Omen +3 Reforged Artifact Armor. These are the only 2 with magic accuracy on them. Very nice values of magic accuracy. The Scowy Boots from Albumin is really good for magic accuracy. Tacks on some enfeebling magic skill. So you really like this when you're trying to land like a Distract and a Frazzle or something like that, because the skill actually matters in those. So I would definitely macro this in for that. But if I get a Chronic feat, which you see in the note here, if I get a Chronic feat with more than 30 magic accuracy, then I'm going to replace the Scowy with that for everything other than Frazzle and Distract. Then I'll keep the Scowy in for those. And similarly, I use an Incanter's Torque for the next slot when I'm trying to land a Frazzle and Distract. But the better option for there's a better option for magic accuracy in the next slot. Let me pull it up really quick and just double check what it is. It's definitely an Omen piece. It is Era Pendant. Era Pendant has magic accuracy plus 17 on it, and it's really strong. So you would use that on your magic accuracy set. But your core body pieces, this is mostly a set with just armor and some mythics, but mostly just armor, not accessories, because obviously those will change depending on what you get and where you go. But for the most part, your armor is going to look the same. Your best in slot armor is really going to just be the specific stuff, like these two pieces and this, and the Quranic will be the rest. And so if you don't have this, you just get a Quranic boot, and you're good to go. And you'll beat the Scowie if you have 30 magic accuracy on your Quranic boot, because it already comes with more mind and intelligence, I believe. Just no skill. So that's the one downside. But that's only relevant with like Frazzle and Distract anyway. So I have quite a few Quranic hoses, but this is my favorite pair right here. Almost perfect mind, with the mind plus 15 being the highest. This is not dark matter, this is regular. Obviously these quad attacks are dark matter. Obviously these Quranics are dark matter, but this is not dark matter, this is regular stuff. So I got mind plus 15 magic accuracy on this, mind plus almost 15 magic accuracy on this, mind plus 10 magic accuracy on this. So ideally what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get mind 15, magic accuracy 30 on every single piece you can. Or you're going to try to get a dark matter aug that's got mind plus 10 or higher, magic accuracy plus 30 or higher. That's what you have to have. And then you have yourself a magic accuracy set that's lit as fuck. My magic accuracy on Red Mage is about plus 400 magic accuracy, which is outrageous. It's outrageous. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm thinking one day I could actually approach plus 500 magic accuracy on Red Mage in just equipment, and that's going to be incredible. But it's going to be all dark matters to do that. So just a fun set that I'm trying to work on. But if you get to plus 200 or 300, you're really good. If you get to plus 400 like me, then you're super good, and you're probably never going to get resisted more than 5% of the time, right? Now, I say that, but Maju will still resist me every once in a while, and it's annoying, but it's Maju, so. Moving on, out of the Red Mage category, let's go down to Beastmaster. Oh, we already did Beastmaster, didn't we? Let's go down to Paladin. Paladin's pretty fun. This whole bottom side here is Paladin. So I have two sets that I want to show here. The Paladin TP set that you're going to work on last, because you really want the tank set first. But the TP set here is mostly just whatever you can find that's like Valorous or Odyssean, or Ambuscade, or Sinister Rain, or a combination of the four, which you see here. This is a combination of the four events. You've got your Sinister Rain Loyalist Sabatons with perfect dogs. You got your Reason Gem of Valorous Hose with pretty decent accuracy and double attack. I like it. You got your Ambuscade with perfect, well, you know, plus 2 being perfect. Your Flammer Karazhan, they just updated this to where you can make it plus 2, so I'll be working on the plus 2, but right now it's just the plus 1. And then the Valorous from Reason Gema again, with a pretty strong store TP plus 5 and accuracy 26, dex 14 on it. I like it, it's pretty nice. And moving on towards the tank set, which is the bread and butter of your Paladin, you've got Sovereign plus 1, the whole set. And then your Reverence body armor from Omen, artifact plus 3. There is no better combination than these 5 plus Burt Gang, so these 6. No better combination for you. You might be able to tweak the types, but I went with full HP on all the types. There's no better combination you can come up with for a tank set unless you're trying to build more enmity, which I don't think you need, but some people believe you will need more enmity for certain things. So, or they're just making funsy sets, so they'll actually include the Sovereign plus 1 over the Reverence because the Reverence doesn't have enmity on it. It's got 10, but it doesn't have 17. I think the Sovereign plus 1 has 17 on it. So that would be the one reason to build it. Otherwise, get the Reverence. It's not that hard to build. You take Paladin to basically everything in Omen, so you could get the cards quite easily. I've got hundreds sitting around. But that's your tank set, guys. You could go plus 3 the full 5 slots if you really want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend this body armor, and then these, and then the Burt Gang afterglow. Maybe not even afterglow it, but I afterglowed mine, so. Okay, so that's Paladin. So you've got your TP set to actually activate your Aftermath, because once you hit 1,000 you can use Atonement and get your Aftermath. Now you got more accuracy. So then you can move to a tank set and have less accuracy, but the Aftermath is carrying you, so you have more accuracy. So that's why you have the 2 sets. So you land your weapon skill, you tank, right? If you're low on TP, you get your TP set on. If you're low on HP, you put your tank set on. This is basically a bouncing back and forth the entire time in most content. There's also a 3rd set that I use, which I didn't include on this because it really only changes the accessories. The accessories change from like store TP and tank hybrid to just full HP, because I have a weakened set where if I were to die, I put this gear on right here plus a bunch of HP accessories, and I have a weakened set, and the weakened set puts me at around 2500 HP while weakened, which is incredible for a Paladin, so a Taru Paladin. So I love it. It's really, really, really strong. I can't think of a time I've ever died with the HP set on. But the problem with the HP set, guys, is I'm taking more damage, but I have more HP. So there's a trade-off, right? You take more damage, but you have more HP to absorb the damage. So you can absorb more damage before you die, and you can take bigger attacks before it puts you in the critical HP. And when you're weakened, it basically makes you unweakened. That's what the HP set's really for. I use it really only if I'm about to get a Cure 6 from a White Mage. I'll toggle into it so I get the extra HP off of him. And then I'll toggle back into my tank set after I start getting hit, so my TP will drop down a little bit, like 1,000. I think I get 1,000 extra HP with my HP set on. So that's a thing. But yeah, that's why I have it. But I didn't include the accessories here, and there's no room. But just imagine HP accessories in all the slots, and that's your HP set. And you use that while you're weakened, for the most part. 99% of the time you'll put it on while weakened. Or while receiving a Cure Bomb. Or taking like 1,000 needles to the face or something. Okay, now after we've talked about all this, I actually included one more set of gear on this list because I thought about it before I went ahead and made this video. And I'm like, you know what? I don't just have a Burt Gang. I don't just play Beastmaster or Thief or Rune Fencer or Red Mage. I actually play more than all this. I play Corsair. I have a Corsair mythic weapon. So here's my Corsair set, guys. This is one of the sets I use on Corsair. I've got a lot of gear on Corsair, similar to all these other jobs. Lots more gear than you see here. This is just the juicy stuff. Some of the juicy stuff. There's way more juicy stuff. I'm like capped inventory with nothing but juice. But here's the Corsair set. Mostly Dark Matter Augs of some kind. So I've got the Herculean boots, which I randomly rolled a treasure hunter roll and a magic attack and a store TP on the same thing, plus accuracy. So I'm like, I mean, that's like a jack of all trades piece right there. You can toggle into this boot on any job that can equip Herculean and just get your treasure hunter proc really quick and not sacrifice accuracy, not sacrifice your magic attack if that's necessary. Like if you're burning people and you want to nuke them and get the treasure hunter proc, you can do that. You're not sacrificing store TP either, so when you attack them for the treasure hunter proc, you get more TP back off of it. You got magic accuracy 30 on it. Like, this is a lit piece right here. I'll probably never re-roll this unless I get like a treasure hunter 2 and similar stuff, or just a treasure hunter 2. I'll probably re-roll it. Who am I kidding? If I get the treasure hunter 2, I'm gonna re-roll it, but I like these hogs. Moving down to the leg slot, I've got 2 options for legs. One is geared more towards magic attack, but it has some weapon skill damage on it as well, so it stacks. And the other one is geared more towards melee weapon skill damage. Obviously, this pet og doesn't help me, unfortunately. That's a pet og and not a regular magic attack 18. That would be lit. I would just toss this other one if that was the case. But this is what I have for legs. So this is like really good for Savage Blade. This is good for Lead and Salute. They're both good for Lead and Salute, but this is slightly better, and it can only improve. I can improve those numbers and get a better one. Moving down to the hand slot, this is a Sinister Rain with perfect augments. I think this is a really lit gloves right here. It's real cheap and easy to get, and it's got perfect augments and really high magic attack on it. So I'm happy with it. But if I got like a Herculean with really, really nice magic attack, which I think I do have one buried somewhere, but I don't know. I'll have to look and find it. I have a lot of Herculean stuff laying around. But yeah, for now it's leyline gloves, whatever. Why not? multi-purpose glove with fast cast and magic attack. Okay, moving on to the body slot. This is a Dark Matter Og. It's got double magic attack on it, essentially. It's got the magic accuracy 19 and magic attack 19, plus some extra magic attack. So that's definitely a double magic attack, a Dark Matter Og. And I rolled the 15 dex, so I'm very excited, even though the dex doesn't help the lead-in salute. It's still 15 dex. It still helps with crits. So if I put this on with some other, for whatever other reason, I can't think of one, but it's there, and it's a nice number. So I just thought it was really interesting that both my Herculean vests that I own have like really high dex on them. See this one over here with the accuracy and the attack, and this one over here with the magic accuracy and attack. They're both high dex. I would really love this to be agility, but whatever. I can't have my cake and eat it too. If I could do that, then I would also want a weapon skill damage plus like 7 on it. But let's not break the game, right? Okay, so that's my Herculean set, basically. Like, obviously this is not Herculean, but you get it. And then Pixie Hairpin for the head slot, because unless you get a Herculean piece that has more than 43 magic attack on it, like 45 plus magic attack, this Pixie Hairpin plus 1 is going to be your best in slot for anything that is darkness weapon skill damage. So like lead and salute, for example, you can't beat the Pixie Hairpin plus 1. You just can't. It's broken. Don't know why. Still can't figure it out, but it's broken. It's not even item level 119. Broken. I don't get it. I'll never get it. And then of course, to round everything out, I have to show the death penalty. The whole reason why I have all this magic attack is because I have this gun, and it boosts lead and salute damage, and does some other fun stuff. I have a quick draw set too, several quick draw sets. I have a quick draw set that is nothing but magic attack bonus, which uses +2 and +3 reforged artifact gear for Corsair, and I also have what I use more often these days is a store TP quick draw set. Literally every single slot on my character has a piece of equipment on it with store TP. Every single slot. It's insane. I would love to show it here, but it takes up a lot of space, so we're not going to show it. But I can just rattle through all the pieces really quick and give you an idea what you would build if you wanted a store TP set for your quick draw. And I'll tell you why it's a good idea to do this in a moment. Okay, so for the quick draw set, if you wanted to do more damage with your quick draw shots, then you would put your Reforge +3 stuff on, and that sort of thing. Your quick draw bonus gear on. Everyone does this. And sure, with the death penalty gun, you're gonna probably push out those really high numbers because it has all those bonuses to quick draw. But hear me out. When you are playing Corsair, you are a DPS or you are rolling. If you are DPS, which we're hoping you are DPS because Corsair DPS is really insane, you really want to make sure that you get as much bang for your buck as you possibly can. Now I want to ask you a question. Would you rather have an extra 1,000 damage on your quick draw shots every minute or so, or would you rather have an extra weapon skill that does 20-30,000 damage instead? So this is why you would build store TP. Quick draw, when you actually shoot your shot, it calculates based on your store TP value how much TP the quick draw shot will give you in return after you fire it. You can get upwards of 500 TP back off of a quick draw shot. You get 2 of them. That literally means you have 1,000 TP at your disposal if you have a store TP set on. So, what I would do is I would eat a Cupid chocolate. Remember that name? Very, very strong. Store TP plus 25 on it, or whatever. I would use nothing but store TP equipment, and I would use Samurai Roll. Hopefully with the Samurai in the party. I would also probably sub Samurai if I wanted to really bust the game in half. And then I would have some insane TP return off my quick draws. I would go Ice Shot, 500 TP. Probably like 400 for me right now, but I could still get better. So 500 is in the foreseeable future, I'm sure. But I do have almost perfect everything for store TP quick draw, with the exception of some NQ versus HQ pieces that I could get that would boosted up only like 4 or 5 points. The only other thing I can think of would be like, and this wouldn't even work on Corsair, it would be like an Aeonic Thief Dagger, because Thief can also equip a gun and use Quick Draw if they sub Corsair. So I could use the same store TP set, the exact same store TP set works on Thief and Corsair, but then I would put the Aeonic Dagger for the extra 10 store TP on it. So Corsair doesn't have too many store TP pieces for weapons, but they do exist, so you can get them. What I use, since I don't want to reset the TP and have to reattach my sword for my magic attack damage, I really don't change the sword, so I'm sacrificing some store TP in that slot. But I do have a store TP weapon, but it's just not cutting the mustard right now because it just doesn't help lead and salute as much. So the pieces that I use for Quick Draw, which are not on this list, but I'll just go ahead and tell you what they are really quick. It is Pursuer's Beret from Esha. I think it's Esha Zata. Pursuer's Beret with store TP. It is Moo Jacket +1 from Ambuscade. You can make it a +2 now. Store TP piece. The hands are Adamar wristbands. Store TP. They could be HQ, but they're not. The legs are Adamar Kex with store TP. They could be HQ, but they're not. The feet are Adamar Gamashes with store TP. They could be HQ, but they're not. The neck is Combatant's Torque, because I don't believe you can equip a new Torque, and Combatant's Torque is just really good, with store TP on it. The waist is Kentark Belt +1, which has store TP on it. The earrings are Dedition Earring, store TP 8, and Innervating Earring, store TP 4, I want to say, or 5, I think it's 4 though. For the rings, you can use Chirich rings, you could use Illibrat ring, you could use Petrov ring. Any of these rings have store TP on them. I think Raj's ring also has store TP on it. So any of those will be fine. For the back piece, obviously Ambuscade Cape, but for me, I'm a scrub and I don't have a store TP 10 Ambuscade Cape. I'm using Lupin Cape instead, because it's almost all jobs and it's got store TP on it. So that's fine. I like the fact that it's a one-for-all piece that I can just dedicate one inventory slot to. And that's the whole entire set for my store TP, and I didn't show it in here because I thought it would be excessive. And it doesn't have anything to do with Dark Matter Augs, really. So I only included some of the stuff on here, like the Paladin stuff, because people would ask why I only have this one Paladin set, not understanding that this was like a Dark Matter Aug, like cream of the crop pieces that I've been putting together. So yeah, I included the HQ Sovereign set, why not, and the Mythic, why not. So yeah, here we go. This is everything, guys. But this video is getting quite long for the information provided therein, so I'm going to cut it short here. And where are them DM Chironics? Am I right? Am I right? Because this is not acceptable. This little Taru here needs to have some more Chironic pieces. Right here, in this little space. Alright guys, I will see you next time. Thank you for checking out this little video. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in my next video.